Hi everybody, and welcome to the first episode live of Hello Trust. So this is an experiment. This is not the usual pitch. This is not a speech like the others. It's not a normal seminar. It's a live episode of a podcast, of a technology and digital trust podcast by Tenex InfoCert, and it's great to do it live from Amsterdam, from ID Week, in this second day with this wonderful audience. So let's warm it up with a big applause, please. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's an experiment also for us. Let's see how it will go.
Totally the first time that we bring this Hello Trust project in live. Let's see, we are even recording it, so we are part of something totally unique.
Absolutely. So let's explain. Hello Trust is a podcast from Tenex InfoCert, the leading qualified trust service provider in Europe. I'm Silvio Di Virgilio from Market Intelligence of Tenex InfoCert, and with me there is Igor Marcolongo,
the head of business evolution of Tenex InfoCert,
and our subject matter expert about today's topic. If you want to follow us and support us on our social, the link is a YouTube link, and LinkedIn it's at your disposal. Stay with us because we have a survey for you regarding today's topic. We have also a present at the end for the people that will expect us at the end. So let's start about today's topic. I saw yesterday morning, I took my time going around the booths and collecting information, let's say, looking at the messages that of course are around securing digital identities for physical persons. But actually there are also new messages regarding non-human identities, AI agents, and how to securitize these kind of things. Today's topic is the European business wallet that actually brings the conversation forward, because we want to create trust through technology and digital trust for business, at least enable business use cases. So today's topic is the European business wallet. Is quite the topic together with the individual European EUDIV. And please help us, Igor, to understand what is the European business wallet.
Well, it's a good question, actually. In some sense, we have even the name business wallet and with a showcase of something. But actually, I have to start with a bomb. The European business wallet doesn't exist yet.
Okay.
What will be the European business wallet? It will be a wallet, an area where a company, a legal person, can storage information and then share it in a secure way. It's the transposition of the concept of the UDI wallet that is meant mainly for natural person. Of course, in the IDAS regulation, we know there is even the reference to legal person.
Okay.
But in effect, the experiments that we are doing, all the developments, or the ARF, so the technical standards are much more focusing on citizens that will have their identity into the UDI wallet, their additional information, their attributes into the UDI wallet, sharing it. The legal person, so the business infrastructure has been left behind. That's why the European Commission decided to launch a dedicated initiative.
So the European Business Wallet is at our horizon. It's not here yet, doesn't exist yet.
Exactly.
Only like a current ongoing regulation, probably a proposal.
Indeed,
right?
Yeah.
But it will impact the businesses.
Yes, totally. It will be the way, it will create an infrastructure.
Okay.
An infrastructure to share relevant information about the identities of legal persons, so companies and businesses in Europe. And this is one of the main important things. Today, the situation about digital identity of legal persons is quite fragmented. We have harmonization projects like legal entity identifiers, for example. We have the VAT numbers that are different country per country, but we don't have a unique connective tissue that unifies it. Business Wallet will start in creating this, so we'll have an impact on business registries as well that are not so harmonized throughout Europe. So Business Wallet is the tip of a big iceberg.
Yeah, I can imagine and I can understand why it's going to be impactful, because probably it will create an infrastructure, a common, let's say, anchor around Europe to create use cases that will accelerate or enable the business, probably.
Totally, and about on business wallet is built up even a new initiative of the European Commission that is the 28th regime, EU.inc. This means a new form of society that is meant to speed up innovation, speed up the creation of small medium businesses, and and avoid to be tied up to this any single societal needs and requirements on the member states level. So creating a European company. This is one of these, but the European Business Wallet will serve as an infrastructure that can permit to share information with the public administration, for example.
Yeah.
There is the once only principle that is one of the main principles for
Can you explain us
Europe.
this one only principle?
The fact that the public administration should not ask you information, ask a company information that is already present in one archive of the public administration itself, or one of the public administrations. This is totally violated today, but with the business wallet, this can become reality, for example.
Yeah, and it's a topic that start to be discussed by analysts and by other colleagues here in the week, because yesterday I attended a very interesting seminar, and the colleagues from Sonic B actually spoke about a survey from an audience of experts that said that in the 54% of the response, the most impactful kind of, let's say, digital wallet between individual wallets, so let's say personal wallet, business wallet, and digital product passport, in 54% of the answers, they will be most impactful, the business wallet. So the expectation, at least for the experts, are very high.
Are super high. Then probably because close to the connectivity, the connection, the harmonization of the legal identity, it comes even an harmonization and a better fruition of the power of attorneys that are very, very important in businesses, in the exchange of contracts and so on. So the attention is now being moved from who are you to are you entitled to sign? It is a process now that is really difficult to be validated in KYC and KYB processes, and that can become totally anonymous and cross-border.
Yeah, and it's always been a nightmare, actually, that kind of use cases around Europe. And we can imagine that should enable and accelerate this kind of processes.
Totally, and a cross-border business. Europe has always been in the mind to create a digital single market. We are in some areas far behind that because we have national barriers or simply different ways of doing things. If you can find a standard, and the business wallet is now the perfect candidate to create these standards, or better, evolve the current standards that we are creating for digital identity wallet and upgrade it with specific standards and trust frameworks for businesses, we can even reach better and faster the digital single market goal.
Let's summarize the status quo of the project. What are the deadlines that we know about it?
Well, yesterday has been one important deadline because the European Council, so the Council of the Governments, part of the 27th members of the EU, approved the general approach. This means that the proposal for the business wallet that is on top on eIDAS regulation that has been proposed issued by the Commission entered into the two proceedings, so Parliament and the Council, thanks to the Cypriot presidency, ended their activities for now of analysis. Now we have the ITRE committee into the European Parliament that is now currently analyzing the text and will end up to their final position voted probably in September, October.
Okay.
Let's see the
so
calendar.
there is some time for the evolving of the regulation.
See, because at the end of it, the three authorities, the three institutions, Parliament, Council, and the Commission will meet and then will try to agree and confirm the
And we
text.
know how the timelines for this kind of discussions.
Probably Q1 next year could be consistent timeline. It's not a difficult actually regulation. It's much more simpler than EIDAS 2 that was really complex negotiation because it was very, very vast. Here we have one single topic, the business wallet, some elements that need to be still refined, but at the very end there is a big consensus around the project.
But what's your opinion about a couple of questions again before the survey? But the implication and why, in your opinion, we arrived before with the individual wallets and only later on with the business? Maybe wasn't maybe the most easiest for society to start with the business wallets and after that following up with the individual wallet?
It's a good question. I think that we are following actually the right order in doing things because UDI wallet has at its core protection of privacy of citizens.
Okay.
This is something that is in the core, in the fundamental human right core of the European Union. Thanks to that, this strong motive, we build up all the standards and infrastructure for it. It's not yet deployed, we have seen even during these days, but we are running to meet the deadlines for UDI wallet. The business wallet is leveraging on existing trust services and the standards and the technologies that we designed for citizens' wallet, of course, with all the differences that will be deployed and agreed during the negotiation time.
And you anticipate a topic that I wanted to ask and deep dive. What about the digital trust services that revolve around this concept of European business wallet? Because an infrastructure like that should be qualified, should be secure, so it should be certified. So can you talk about it?
Yes, the European business wallet will share part of the certifications of the European digital identity wallet, for sure. There will be simplifications because we cannot diminish the business wallet as an app on the phone of the entrepreneur or the CEO of a multinational. It will be a cloud infrastructure.
A cloud-based infrastructure.
It should be a cloud infrastructure that will be sovereign. And there is a lot of talk about what digital sovereignty means for that. There will be the integration with qualified trust services.
For example,
if the UDI wallet for citizens had at the center the access and the signature, the business wallet is shaped around the sharing of information. That's why qualified electronic registered delivery services will be natively integrated for that.
Okay, because at the end of the day, the large speeding use case will be communicate in a certified way a certain amount of data set information qualified about tax, about fiscal insights, and power of attorney, and so communication between entities.
Indeed, private and with the public administration. That's why the business wallet has the potential to become really a trust infrastructure that will fuel every kind of exchange, even electronic invoicing. So there are point of contacts with the VIDA, the VAT for Digital Age regulation. There are big point of contacts, we discussed it yesterday, with the need to create an accountability tether for AI agents that needs to work on behalf of a company. The business wallet will create this layer.
It's a bit a missing link actually to anchor the AI agents that are already out there performing the things that they do, actually, the acceleration of process, but it is still missing some pieces to secure that kind of tools, that kind of softwares.
Yes, it is totally missing the concept of agents' identity. We are working on it. We are working with the tools with the ingredients that we have up to today. The business wallet will probably create an harmonization for that. Probably not in the first wave, but in the second wave, I'm quite convinced about that.
Okay, thank you very much, Igor. I want to ask a help from the audience now, because it's the survey moment. We have this question for you guys. If you want to help us out, please scan the QR code and let's see what you think. What you think about the upcoming European business wallet and the timeline regarding it. So the question is, how far are we from seeing the European business wallet becoming a reality for most European business. Let's remember that will impact all the businesses in Europe, and so all the employees also, of course. And it's in the horizon, it's not here yet, it's becoming a reality in those days, right?
Yeah, and consider that the 80% plus of the economic tissue of European Union is small medium enterprises. So we really need to understand how the business wallet will impact on that segment.
I'm looking at the spoiler of the survey. Let's wait some moments because so the audience can respond. Okay, the results are coming. Maybe we can wait another 10 seconds. Maybe if you are fast, you could still answer. Let's see. Okay, we have like a peer situation. Maybe we can show the results.
I'm quite curious,
no.
actually.
No, it changed at the last moment.
Okay.
So no one is going to think that it will be an immediate, let's say, adoption after the regulation into the force. But
and this was quite normal,
yeah,
of course,
quite
because
normal.
we are seeing how much the UDI
results,
wallet is taking for.
It sounds like more or less the same survey about the UDI wallet.
Yeah.
No, it's impossible. It's unlikely to see all the country adopt at the same time the UDI wallet.
Actually, this is important. In the regulation, yet there is no real consensus about the obligation to use it and to have it, because it's the part under negotiation. So we will see in the trilogue how it will be condensed. For sure, there will be a needed implementation period with implementing acts, and then
so even more than auditive, it will rely on the use cases and
yes.
on its real efficiency and utility, let's say.
Totally, even because the current large-scale pilots that the European Commission has founded are carrying on and developing the first core of the European business wallet. We are part, for example, of We Build, and we are working about that.
Yeah, let's see. That's actually the winner is the let's say the defensive position. Let's say that will be impactful in 1 to 3 years after the regulation arrives, and we will have a concrete cases about the European business wallet.
It's my guess as well. I think 18 months will be the correct probably timing that will be defined into the regulation. There will be for sure some countries that will have a delay, but guys, we are seeing a delay even in the UDI wallet for citizens, because like all the time, member states are not all starting from the same position, the same situation.
Remember that actually a big chunk thought about that will be impactful between 6 and 12 months, 38%, not so few answers. But let's go to the end of the presentation. Let's try to summarize some message, because we as Tenex InfoCert, we eat, let's say, technology and digital trust, this kind of topic all the time. We are at booth 432. So if you want to continue the dialogue and the discussion, we are open to talk. And these are present here, but about an ebook about LD wallets and business wallet. Let's summarize the last messages.
Yeah, so the business wallet will be a reality. Will be a reality probably in 2028. It will be the year of the concreteness of the business wallet. But on the same, these days, we don't want just to comply with that and stop. We really need to start experimenting. Thanks to the initiatives that now all the providers, including Tenex InfoCert for sure, are carrying on the European wallet, so the wallet technologies, we really can empower a lot of experiments, even around the power of attorney, the employee wallet, all the use cases related to the to a business that can then converge into the bigger picture of the European business wallet, but even can remain into the boundaries of the ecosystem of the enterprise, because not all the time we need that level of trust. I think that this will be the best summary to say, guys, we need to act now in order to be prepared for the future that is coming. The future for our companies will be European business wallet.
We are Tinexa InfoCert. You can find us at the booth 432, and this was the first episode ever of Hello Trust. Thank you to be with us in this experiment. I hope that you enjoy the pitch actually, and to the next episode of Hello Trust, right?
Okay, thank you, and let's follow us in our channels. Thank you.
Thank you.